Hey everybody, so I decided I'm going to start doing a tutorial series here for the Cayo Perico Heist. Um, I'm going to split this up in a few shorter different videos so you can go straight to the part that you need rather than going through a long lengthy video trying to figure out what part you need to look at. I might actually go through the whole thing at once to give you an idea how the whole thing goes. But right now, I'm just going to kind of break it up into smaller chunks so you can find what you need. Um, I'll use this video to go ahead and tell you some of the things that everyone needs to know that are new to these. There are a few missions that are different. They give you a few different choices on what to do, and they occur in different places. And they each have their own little quirks on how to do it, but it's the same basic method. And that's what I'm trying to do with this series, is to give you a basic idea of what needs to be done and make it your own from there. I also want to say this isn't going to be the fastest way. This isn't the definitive best way, but this is what works for me. And I generally go for the safe method. It's one that is very reliable, works almost every time, and there's not very many surprises going on. Everyone has their own way of doing these missions, so feel free to ask around and figure out what works best for you. For this video, I'm just going to go over what actually needs to be done. There's a lot of missions you can do, but you don't have to do them all. I've already done the main gather intel, the first step that you go to in this video, but there's other videos that I will do that shows you how to do the gather intel. This one is just kind of basically telling you more on what you need to do than how to do it. When you get onto the screen here, you'll want to go over to the preps. You'll see a few different choices here. For approach vehicles, there's only two real effective ways to do it. The Kasatka goes straight into the compound from the back, and that is great for if you have friends to help you out. It gives you the options to get the most amount of things in the compound. You can see on this one there's a couple things of gold, a picture, some cash. So you can get everything if you have a friend to do it that way. Otherwise, if you're going to be going solo, and just so you know, you can do these solo, or you can do these with friends, but this is the best way to do it if one or the other. But for solo, I recommend doing the Vellum. You will start off at the airport. I'll see if I can use my mouse here. I don't know if you'll see it, but up at the top, where you see a couple W's is where you'll start. And when you go that direction, I like going where you look for the truck and the outfit. And that way you can basically sneak your way into the base and not have to worry about a firefight. If you end up shooting anything except single shots at people in the compound, you're doing something wrong and you need to restart it anyway. I do want to have a quick note. I don't do it myself, but some people, instead of the Vellum, go with the long fin so they can start off at the airport and quickly go down to the drainage tunnel at the compound. It's not the way I like doing it. It's just my personal preference, but there's nothing really wrong going that way. As far as it goes for equipment, you need to do the bottom three ones here. Safe code, or it will be plasma cutter, one or the two, depending on what your final thing to get is. Fingerprint cloner and cutting torch. And again, in other videos, I'll show you the best way on how to get through each one of these and go from there. For weapon loadout, always get suppressors. I'll go ahead and buy that now. It's only $5,000, and again, when you're going through all of these, you want to be silent the entire time. And the conspirator is kind of the default go-to for this. The main reason is you're only going to need to use a pistol the whole time, and it has a powerful single-shot pistol. Other ones have machine pistols, and you can accidentally do more shots than you need to, setting off the guards. Otherwise, for disruption, you don't need to do any of these. These are if you try to go with the loud mode and you're fighting your way through the island, which is never recommended. You're just going to end up losing money doing it that way. It might be a little more fun, but you're going to have as much as what you planned on having if you do it that way. That's really all I have for this video. In future videos, I am going to go through each individual one of these preps and work out how to do it. But for this, I wanted to just make sure you guys didn't accidentally do setups that you didn't need to do. So skip all the disruptions. Only do either the Kasatka or the Vellum. If you accidentally set up one and you want to go with the other way, like you plan on doing it solo and you have friends coming, you can do more than one. You just don't need to. And skip the demolition charges. Again, that's going loud, all in, blasting the front door open, and you really want to be stealth for this mission. But that's all I really got for this one. I will go ahead and end this video here and look up my other videos here to see how the setups get done. Thanks a lot.